So which is better for fat loss, running or walking? Now this question comes up a lot, particularly with clients who are struggling to lose fat, or they've been doing it for a long time, but they haven't been able to make enough progress that they can be proud of. So I'm going to help shed some light on it. When it comes to running, here's some facts about it. Yes, it does burn more calories. There are plenty of studies out there to back that up, that when you're running, you burn more calories than when you're walking. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the best thing for someone who is already fat, trying to lose fat, or someone who's overweight, trying to lose weight, who doesn't really have much experience in the process of losing fat and keeping the fat off or keeping the weight down long term. If you can run for long enough, yes, you're going to burn more calories during, and then you're going to burn more calories after. It's called the afterburn effect, where the body is essentially using up extra energy, fat for energy, because of the intensity of the session. However, you need to be able to run long enough in order for this to happen. Long enough being up to 30 to 60 minutes. Somebody who is totally new to fat loss, or somebody who is pretty overweight and who has not done much running in the last however many years, this is going to be quite tough for them to work up towards, and it may take them several weeks, if not months, to get up to being able to run at 30 minutes comfortably in order for this to happen. However, let's just say somebody who's overweight and they're fat, they're able to work up to this, they're able to run for 30 to 60 minutes. That's brilliant. Fair play to them. I take my hat off to you. Yes, they're burning calories when they're running, but is this going to help with their motivation throughout the day? Is this going to help them get to the gym? Is this going to help them want to stay on their diet plan or meal plan? Is this going to help them with their day-to-day motivation of doing any kind of exercise outside of their run? Because I don't know about anybody else, but when I first got into running and I was able to get the miles up running for 45, 60 minutes plus after a heavy run, I don't really want to do too much after it. I just want to sit on the couch and be a bit of a couch potato and usually eat a bit of junk. And what this actually does is that it decreases your metabolic rate on average throughout the day. So although you think, yes, I've done this run, it's brilliant, because then you're so lazy throughout the rest of the day, your metabolic rate actually starts to come down. These are things that you have to think about. Another thing you need to think about when it comes to running for fat loss. When someone is new to it, it's going to be a lot of stress in the body. It's a lot of stress in the muscles that are already there. You're going to get a lot of DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. And let me tell you, from experience, this can fucking kill the motivation to want to go out for a run after being sore the next day. And what I found in my experience and with my clients is those who are eager to just get out and start running, they just think running is going to be the be all and end all because some idiot advocate runner has told them it helped them lose weight when they probably were never fat to begin with. A lot of people mistaken the feeling of DOMS, the DOMS feeling of your muscles feeling really tight, really sore, really stiff. They mistaken that feeling with them being actually injured, thus discouraging them from wanting to do that activity again. Or their legs might be so sore for so many days after the run that it could be 3 or 4 days until maybe the next week before they get out for a run again. So there's one bout of maybe 20 to 30 minutes of physical activity that they've done from week 1 to week 2. That's not enough. However, look, it's not all bad. If you can suck it up and people can tough out the pain, which you are definitely going to feel, once you're able to get the miles up and you're getting more comfortable with it, you do get a bit of a buzz post-run. You know, you get a flush of endorphins into the brain. You're like, oh, I feel brilliant after doing that. It sucks when you're doing it. You're like, fuck. I know when I'm going out for a long run, I'm thinking, well, I just fake a wee injury here, so I will have to continue on doing this. And look, running is brilliant for building your heart strength. However, losing fat safely is a lot better for your heart as well. And look, with these videos, people are going to think that I'm massively against running. I'm not. I love running. I think it's unbelievable. It sucks when you're doing it. Yes, it can be raining, or maybe it's too hot, maybe whatever, it's too windy. It can be a bit of a pain in the arse to do, but when you get good at it, it becomes very enjoyable. Is it going to be beneficial for everybody trying to lose fat? Absolutely not. Walking. Some facts about it. Very hard to get injured. Not a lot of stress on the body. Very easy to get into. Almost everybody can walk as long as they have power in their legs. And for somebody who is very fat, it's going to help keep them on plan. When someone goes out for a long walk of 30 to 60 minutes, the chances of them being an absolute couch potato for the rest of the day are very low, unless you're just a lazy bastard. The chances of you coming home and craving a lot of carbs are very low because you're not using glycogen or carbohydrates for energy while you're walking. It's very low intensity. You're more than likely going to be using fat for energy. Secondly, the chances of you getting very bad DOMS on your legs from doing walking is very low. This means you're going to be able to do it more frequently. You might be able to do some weight training. You might be able to stick to your diet better. It might be easier to do it every single day, and it's much of a less daunting experience at the start if you're totally new to fat loss. So you have to ask yourself the question, what is better for fat loss, walking or running? If you're shite at running and you're totally new to fat loss, walking is going to be your best friend. Easy to do, everybody can do it. You don't have to get any special runners or trainers or shoes or any special gear. You just go for a walk. You can go for a walk in your jeans. It'll be a little bit sweaty, but you can still do it. My advice is if you're new to fat loss, start walking. Work up the running, but start with some walking. Get fit at walking for long periods of time. Maybe gradually build the intensity. Then if you're feeling fit enough and you're starting to see progress with losing fat, with the walking and maybe some diet and some exercise in the gym, then you might want to progress slowly in the running. It'll become a lot more enjoyable, it'll be safer, and you'll make a lot more progress in the long run. But look, that's just my advice. Take it or leave it. Hope you're enjoying the content. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.